Hi, my name is Oluwaseun Alarima. I'm a student of University of Lagos, Accounting Department 200 level. I'm the group leader of Group 25, and here with me today are my team members. We're going to be discussing business communication skills and strategies.
Sunday Blessing Chidima, and I'll be talking about business communication and its types. Business communication means sharing information between organizations. Business communication includes active listening, reading, writing, speech making, etc. There are two major types of business communication, and they are verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication is defined as expressing our views, thoughts, ideas, messages in the form of speech and words. Verbal communication has types and importance, and the types of verbal communication are 1. Intrapersonal communication, 2. Interpersonal communication, 3. Public communication, 4. Mass communication, and 5. Small group communication. And the importances of verbal communication are 1. Verbal communication skills helps improve productivity, engagement, and relationships when working in an organization. And 2. Clarity of messages helps decrease the possibility of conflict and helps resolve the conflicts when they arise. Thank you.
My name is Hakimu Shirebosi Josue. I will be talking about non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is the process of sending and receiving of information without the use of words, either spoken or written. Types of non-verbal communication: we have kinesics, proxemics, vocalics, haptic, and chronemics. Kinesics is a form of non-verbal communication that involves the use of some parts of the body or the whole part of the body in communication. Example, facial expression and eye contact. As an African woman, if you are out with your child to your friend's house, and out of generosity, the friend decides to give you something to eat, and you don't want your child to eat that food, you can simply tell the child through facial expression that the child shouldn't eat that food. Then another one is haptic. Haptic is a form of non-verbal communication that involves the use of sense of touch. Then we have chronemics. Chronemics is a form of non-verbal communication that makes use of time perception. Example, we have punctuality and willingness to wait. Then we have vocalics, as the name implies, the use of vocal. That means this kind of non-verbal communication makes use of pitch, stress, and tones. Then we have the importance of non-verbal communication. 1, it helps the communicator to overcome language barrier. And the second, it helps the communicator to know exactly how the individual feels about the information that is about to be passed. For example, as a communicator, you want to pass an information, and the person you are passing the information to is feeling relaxed, spreading his or her arms on the chair. That shows that the person is not ready to get your information.
Hi, I'm Omata Bridget Ochua. We're talking about listening in communications and the barrier of listening in communication. Listening is a mental activity a person undertakes while waiting for his or her turn to speak. Listening goes beyond perceiving and receiving sounds. It involves paying rapt attention to the message being passed. Contrary to popular opinion, listening is different from hearing. How? You cannot choose what you hear, but you can choose what you listen to. Listening involves comprehending and retaining words spoken by the speaker, carefully selecting and organizing these words and interpreting them in a way that best suits your understanding. Of all the numerous barriers available for listening in communication, I'll be listing just 3. First, noise. Noise is anything that is any unwanted sound or an unpleasant sound to the ear. A noisy environment can inhibit the listening process because it gives room for the encoding and the decoding of the same information to vary. In this case, disrupts the whole listening process. 2, concentration. Basically, once a listener loses concentration on the subject matter being discussed, the listening process is altered. 3, speech lag. This occurs when the listening rate of the listener is faster than that of a speaker. Oftentimes, this occurs when he already has a predetermined knowledge of what the speaker is talking about. To correct this, the listener has to slow down to meet with the pace of the speaker. And by doing this, his mind may wander away and he might lose concentration, hence altering the listening process.
My name is Oshinere Rachel Kuzasife, and I'm talking about process of listening and importance of listening. Process of listening involves hearing, which is the intentional focus on listening. Receiving the message, we have filtering, which means to filter out other stimuli and focus on the message. We have interpreting, which is to understand the concept of the message. We have recalling, which is to remember what has been said. Importance of listening. It helps to reduce misunderstanding and arises from poor listening skills. Listening helps to enhance leadership skills and makes the leader connect with the
subordinate. Number 3, listening limits judgment, because while listening to the person, you understand the conversation. Number 4, listening helps to build trust between people. Number 5, listening improves good business relationship between the leaders and the subordinates. I am Samson Toluwalope Marvel, and I'm talking about the concept of reading and its purposes. Reading can be defined as any activity designed to decipher a message which has been coded according to a given orthography. It is the process of receiving interpreted information in a language via medium of print. Purposes of reading. There are different purposes of reading, but I'm only going to be listing 4. Number 1, reading can be done to search for simple information. Number 2, reading can be done to skim quickly. It is a common part of many reading tasks and it is useful in its own right. Number 3, reading can be done to learn from text. This typically occurs in academic and professional context. It's in which a person has to learn a considerable amount of information from the text. It requires the ability to remember main ideas, recognize and build theoretical frames, and link the text to the reader base. Number 4, reading can be done to integrate information. This requires additional decision about the relative importance of complementary, mutually supporting, or conflicting information, and likely restructuring the rhetorical frame to accommodate multiple sources of information.
Hi, I'm Shofi Kafayat Ajokiade. I'm going to talk about the types of reading. They include skimming, scanning, light by light reading, word by word reading, and study text. Skimming is a type of reading that used to get the general overview of a particular text or document. It's a speed condition reading type, although no specific items or keywords are being looked for. Scanning is a type of reading that could also be called a rapid survey reading. It's a type of reading which is concerned with speed. It involves reading for a short period of time. It's up in locating a particular fact in a document or in a text. Another one is light reading. A light reading is a type of reading that is done for pleasure. For example, people can read novel, storybook, blogs just to have fun. Another one is word by word reading. A word by word reading can also be known as a close reading. It involves paying attention to a word in a particular text. This type of reading is slow but rewarding. Study text. It is used during exam or test. It is mainly used to assimilate a point in a particular text or document and be in a position to provide all these points when the time arises.
Hi, my name is Adjose Abdulhamid. I'll be talking about speaking in communication and its purposes. Speaking is the act of producing sound waves to which we ascribe meaning to. According to Shan in 1998, he said speaking is the process of building and sharing messages through the use of verbal and non-verbal symbols. Now on to purpose of speaking in business communication. There are 3 purposes of speaking in business communication. We have to inform, to persuade, and to entertain. Speaking to inform means to help listeners or audience acquire information that they do not possess. The most important goal of speaking to inform is that your audience gain information that they do not in a specific way, or knowledge in a specific way. On to speaking to persuade. When we speak to persuade, we attempt to get the listener or audience to adopt a viewpoint or embrace a behavior that they do not believe in before or otherwise. Speaking is also done to entertain. When we speak to entertain, the main content of this type of speaking is for the audience enjoyment.
My name is Talabo Oluwademilade Anuoluwapo. I'm here to talk about the components of speaking and the types of speeches that we have. There are 4 components of speaking. We have the pronunciation, we have the vocabulary, we have the grammar, we also have the fluency. Pronunciation, this is the way or manner in which a word or a language is primarily spoken, and it comprises of vowels, consonants, stress, and pattern of invitation. While vocabulary, this is the list of words that are in a particular language, and it is believed that when a speaker has more vocabulary, there's a less risk of him being misunderstood by the person that is trying to receive the information that is trying to pass on to the listener. While for fluency, this refers to the ease or the flow of the speech that is being spoken, so that the listener can understand it so clearly. While for the types of speeches, we have the formal type of speech, we have the informal type of speech. The formal type of speech is also called official speech, and this kind of speech is characterized by laid down rules and regulations. This must be obeyed by everybody in the formal setting. And formal speeches are usually delivered at official functions. And in these functions are characterized by appropriate social behavior, like our mode of dressing, the choices of words that we choose to speak at such events. And also for informal speech, these are the kind of speech that we do in our day-to-day conversation with our loved ones, our colleagues, and usually take place outside of an official setting.
My name is Oluwagbemi Musala Adedeji. I'll be discussing writing, its concept, and the importance of writing. So what is writing? Writing is actually the art of using symbols like alphabets, punctuation, spaces to communicate thoughts and ideas to others in a readable form. And we can also define writing as actually the means of passing information to individuals, group of people without the use of spoken word, that is without speaking. So importance of writing. So writing helps us to communicate our ideas, thoughts in a clear and a well-structured way so that others can understand. Writing also helps us to preserve our culture and history in that it actually keeps a permanent record of every event and an experience we had. It keeps a record of all the information passed across to us, to people. Writing also allows us to share our thoughts, our ideas, our opinion in a meaningful and a unique way. Writing also helps us to connect with people. It helps us to build our trust with people because we can share our thoughts and ideas with people.
This is of a good writing. We have so many characteristics of a good writing, but I'll only be mentioning 5 today. We have focus, we have development, we have coherence, we have correctness, we have unity. Focus means your paragraph must actually have a single head. It must have a clear and main point or a topic sentence. So development. Each paragraph must support the main topic or the main point of the essay. Coherence. Each paragraph should be organized properly, logically. It must flow smoothly and stick together. In conclusion, after conducting extensive research and analysis by my colleagues and I, it can be concluded that business communication skills and strategies plays a very vital role in the success of an organization or individuals in today's professional world. Effective communication is the foundation of building strong relationship, collaboration, and active organizational goals. Thank you so much for watching.